So we're back. This is Doggone Scar Tissue Part 2. Go back and watch Part 1 if you haven't watched Part 1. You'll understand where we're coming from. This is Taz, and what we did was we shaved the spine area because Taz had his tail cut off when he was younger. So he's dealing with a lot of calcification, scar tissue formation around his hips, around where the tail was cut off. But it's ran right up his spine to about 8 inches, right?
Yes.
It's actually spread over the years 8 inches. And just lately, he started biting at his spinal area because it's cutting off the circulation in his spine. Okay? I mean, come on. Dogs are no different than humans. So we just did, how many pulses did we get to?
286.
286 pulses. And everywhere, when I was moving the pulse head, this is it here from the Cellsonic, when we started up higher, it was going nice. And then where the areas where he was actually, we know that he was biting, and we went in there. Did you hear the pulse head change? It went thud, thud. And that's because it was hitting density. The density was the scar tissue and the calcification. The same thing that the doctor says, you need hip surgery. No, you don't. We can get rid of the calcium, get it back in the bones. We can turn the scar tissue back into beautiful cartilage and connective tissue. I'm telling you, we'll give you a money back guarantee that will prove the first treatment of Wolf non-surgical. And if somebody has us, they can do it with just non-surgical. But if they have a Cellsonic, we haven't had anybody go for hip surgery or knee surgery, and which are two of the most biggest things, or low back surgery when they were even booked in the last probably 7-8 years. How's that? Is that good enough? That's right. And people will come. Not everybody will come. Some people, they're into the whole suffering thing. Yes or no?
Yes.
You guys are into the suffering thing, for God's sakes. But, you know, we got to wean ourselves off of it, right? Mm-hmm. Because suffering is not the way. Thank you. All right. So anyways, we did the pulse head. This is it. Very gentle. There's no pain. But when we got down to the area closer to the tail, you could hear the difference, couldn't you? In when it was hitting, because it felt like it was coming up against the wall. Okay? So we did a fair bit. We came about that close to the tail, which we'll do tomorrow, and we'll only do an area about this big tomorrow, just around the tail and about 2 inches above the tail, and we'll make that our focus. But today, right now, we're going to do some non-surgical. So the Cellsonic shuts things down, and it's amazing. But if we can get in and do the non-surgical now, because the electrical force is in there, and we've shut down, and there's a calcification blockage that wraps itself around the mitochondria. Mitochondria are powerhouses of the cell. And believe it or not, one pulse will actually crack the calcium off of the mitochondria, so they will go from a 300 spin to a 2,500 per second spin. And that's how you make your ATP, to make the energy, to heal the body, and to have a good time. Okay? All right, let's do this. There. Okay? Now, look at the red. See? Okay. So we started right about here. Okay, right about here. So now I'm going to go in. Oh, what a difference. You know, we were actually, oh my gosh. If you knew the difference, you would have shaved him a long time ago. Okay, the hair, stopping it. The hair was stopping it. The closer we can get to the skin, you know? All right, so he has a reverse mohawk, big deal. Oh, look at this. Oh, it's coming. It's beautiful. It's beautiful. So now, just keep petting him, do something with him. You know what? It's coming apart. So, just so you know, it's called your intercostal muscles. And all I hear is cracking and crunching. Okay? So I'm going in between the ribs right now. Okay? And that's like everybody else. Did you know that if we were to do go in between the ribs and do a heart and lung release on you, that we'd increase your oxygen uptake by 30 to 40%? Did you hear what I just said? So the people that say, I can't breathe, I got COPD, which there is no such thing. It's just you filling your alveoli, those little pockets that collect oxygen for you. You're filling them up with mucus because you're infected. You've got infection in there. And then how do you get rid of that? Clapping, nebulizing. Nebulizing infinite iodine, nebulizing bright eyes, nebulizing super silver. And if you've got inflammation in there, like up to stage 4 inflammation, you'll nebulize Merigen. We'll go through that this afternoon after lunch. We'll go through all the products. Remember something. We don't make any promises. We don't cure anything. The body cures itself. It's not our fault that if we restore the things that you're missing, that you get well again. Okay, we're getting it. It's coming. I'm right on the area where it bites the most. Huh?
I said you're way easier.
Yeah, but see, but Justin, I like him. I don't like
And he's only 4 years old. The longer you go, the harder it gets.
No, the harder you're on yourself.
Yeah.
Doesn't matter what age you are. Do I look like I'm 67?
Nope.
Do I act like it?
Nope.
Does Justin act like 67?
Yes.
You see? Do you understand? Yeah.
But he, as dogs, they're just, like he says, they pick up on the owners, and they're the animals, so it's all...
Now, see, we did the Cellsonic on him before. He never took it like this. Why? Because it's all coming apart now. Nice and
It
easy.
feels good for him. He
Yeah.
knows it.
Yeah. Remember, it's all about energy. It's always been about energy. When you no longer have energy, you no longer exist. This meat suit doesn't work without your spirit. And that spirit is the energy. And the reality is this, is whether you want to believe it or not, if you watch Monsters, Inc., the cartoon, you'll find out they feed off of sucking the energy out of you until there's nothing left. Look at you. Look at how you destroy yourselves. There's no authority over us, just know that. Except their beliefs. Here we go. It's all coming apart. Oh, here we go. Right here. Look it up. And we're still 4 inches from the tail. But it's all calcified. You don't understand what this does, this trauma. Like somebody who gets, you know, the doctors go, oh, you have an inflamed appendix, let's take it. That is a lymph node that makes all the good bacteria and lymphocytes, phagocytes for your large intestine. After that, you've got a bowel problem. And then the scar tissue from getting rid of your appendix actually keeps your ileocecal valve open so that the waste can back up into your small intestine. And that's why you get SIBO, small intestinal bacterial overgrowth, right?
Right.
Just like when they tell you if you've got a sore throat and you've got a swollen tonsils, cut them out. You don't have swollen tonsils unless you have a bowel problem. If you did an enema, okay, if you did an ultimate coffee enema, the swelling would have came down. That's just the alarm system saying that the other end blocked up. But they know it. Everybody's programmed. I'm not. I don't follow anybody's program. That's obvious, right? Okay. I don't need anybody's approval. Once you don't need anybody's approval, listen to me. 30 years ago, I was working on dogs and horses. And oh yeah, here we go. Here we go. All the way up. Okay. Okay. You see? See? Remember something what I said. 10 minutes. Right? A child could handle this for 10 minutes. And that same thing with a dog. We don't make them stay any longer. We've done better than we've done before. We're done. We're done. Tomorrow we'll do more. Okay? So, you know,
Come here.
let's make sure that when we work on people, we're working to their capacity, not ours. Let's work to their level. Look at their personality. Are they victims? Or do they go, I got this? Right? Justin, you don't go, I got this. You go, I can't take this anymore. So you allow me to do what I need to do. Yeah, it's not like you're going to go do suicide, but you're at the end. I mean, nobody, how long you been searching to get rid of what we got rid of in 2 days?
Years.
How many years?
Decades.
Decades.
Probably 10 for sure.
10 for sure. So 10 years, and have I gone past the expectations?
Yeah.
And you took a plane from California and flew here. You're spending all this money. So, you know, that is a desperate man. He's lucky that I wasn't BSing. Because you really didn't know a lot about me, did you?
No, just what I saw on videos, and I said, well, if this guy is half as good as he says he is, then let's go find out. And so,
Well, I must have a big mouth.
Yes.
Thanks for joining us. We'll see you again. God bless everyone.
Bye.
Bye now.
Bye.
Oh, don't forget, I'll be in Toronto on the 23rd, and it's filling up. Right now, we have 80 people signed up. We can take 120. So if you've got relatives there, or if you live in Buffalo, okay, all right, or if you're as crazy as Justin, grab a plane, okay? And if you can't make it, and just know I'll be live for that. It's called Day with the Doc on the 23rd, all right? And then our non-surgical course with Dr. Sage Wolf and Debbie, and also with Cheryl, they're going to be assisting, starts on Saturday,
Yes,
right?
the 15th.
We still have room for 2 more, okay? And then Lorraine's coming to do the pelvic restoration course, and that's that's a 3-day, and that's a beautiful masterclass for any woman that understands the Holy Grail, and that is the pelvis, okay?
June 28th through the 30th.
How would you like to be pain-free, energy, and no more under the doctor's knife or drugs or telling them that, you know, you're suffering and it's all in your head, okay? All right? Understand that, okay? Women, there's nothing wrong with you. You're not neurotic. You just have a lot more bells and whistles because you bring life into the world. You know, our job is over in a New York second, okay? But so when you're allowing a spirit to come into your body, okay, there's got to be a lot of bells and whistles there to try to keep everything as high vibrational as possible. If you want the most high vibrational pelvis, no pain, no dripping, no cysts, no endometriosis, no fibroids. And if you got them, we're going to show you how to reverse them. And guess what? They can shove it up their butt because we can. We can show you how to take a fibroid the size of a cantaloupe and actually get rid of it. If you want to do vaginal infusions, if you want to do things that we teach you about the pelvis. If you can grow it, you can get rid of it. Don't forget that. Have a beautiful day.
Bye, guys.
No.
Yes.
Okay.
And then this one's here.